Next time you're walking down the beverage aisle of your local grocery store, take a look around. Soda? Plastic. Bottled water? Plastic. Juice, iced tea, and milk? Plastic. But wander over to the beer section and the plastic completely disappears. Suddenly, it's a wall of heavy glass bottles in aluminum cans. It seems strange, doesn't it? Plastic is lighter, much cheaper to manufacture, and virtually unbreakable. It revolutionized the entire beverage industry in the 1970s. So why did the beer industry just say, no thanks? Today, we are looking at the fascinating science of why putting beer in a plastic bottle is basically a brewer's worst nightmare. Right here on Simple Things Surprising Histories. To understand the problem, we have to look at plastic on a microscopic level. The plastic used for beverages is called PET, polyethylene terephthalate. To the human eye, PET looks completely solid, but at a molecular level, it's actually porous. It's like a microscopic sponge. For a delicate drink like beer, this creates a two-way street of disaster. First, the carbon dioxide, the gas that gives beer its refreshing fizz, can slowly escape through the plastic walls. At the exact same time, oxygen from the outside air sneaks in. When oxygen interacts with beer, it creates a chemical reaction called oxidation. Within just a few weeks, oxidized beer starts to taste completely flat and takes on a stale, papery flavor. Brewers call it cardboard beer. Now you might be wondering, wait, doesn't soda have carbonation? Why is soda okay in plastic? Soda actually does lose its fizz and goes flat in plastic over time, but soda is loaded with so much sugar and intense artificial flavoring that your taste buds don't really notice the minor chemical changes. Beer, on the other hand, is a living, complex recipe of hops, yeast, and malt. Even the slightest drop in quality is instantly obvious. But the problem with plastic isn't just about oxygen, it's also about heat. Before mass-produced commercial beer makes it to your grocery store, it usually goes through a process called pasteurization. The beer is run through a machine that heats it up to around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. This kills off any leftover bacteria and ensures the beer has a long, safe shelf life. Glass and aluminum can easily survive this intense heat without breaking a sweat. But standard PET plastic, at 140 degrees, it begins to warp, soften, and deform. To use plastic, beer companies would have to manufacture incredibly thick, specialized bottles that can withstand the heat, but doing so would make the bottles so expensive that it completely ruins the economic benefit of using plastic in the first place. Now, if you're a sharp observer, you might be thinking, hold on, I've been to a baseball game or a music festival, and they definitely sold me a beer in a plastic bottle. And you'd be right, but there's a catch. Those plastic beer bottles are made using a very expensive, high-tech multi-layer plastic with a special oxygen-blocking coating inside. But more importantly, brewers only use these for events where they know the beer will be consumed immediately. When you buy a beer at a stadium, it was likely kegged or bottled just days prior, and you're going to drink it right then and there. It doesn't need to survive sitting on a grocery store shelf or in a warehouse for 6 months. So, the next time you crack open a cold, crisp bottle or can of beer, you can appreciate the vessel just as much as the drink. It's not just a matter of tradition, it's an exact science. Glass and aluminum are the ultimate bodyguards, keeping the fizz in, the air out, and the flavor exactly how the brewmaster intended. Sometimes the simplest things around us hold the most surprising histories. If you enjoyed discovering the story behind this everyday mystery, please hit that like button, share this video with a friend to blow their mind, and subscribe to Simple Things Surprising Histories for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.